Hi guys, welcome back to Learning English and Literature. What I'll be doing in this video is going through past questions, attempting the questions and explaining the answers to you. Today, I'm going to look at paper 1 for the WASSCE Literature and English objective questions. Now I'm going to skip prose. Good, so this is paper 1, and remember you'll be given an hour to attempt 50 questions. You'll be given an hour to attempt 50 questions for 50 marks. So what I'll be doing, I will attempt these questions and explain to you the answers. So I'm going to attempt section A. The questions are on literary precision and they are always 20. So these are possible 20 marks for literature students. The questions are quite easy, but let's just go through them. Question 1. The choice and use of words in a literary work is, now, option A, style, B, diction, C, dictionary, C, vocabulary, and D, metaphor. Now, the answer here is diction because when you choose to write a book or a story, there are certain words you choose to use to pass a certain message. So in literature, when you choose words to use in a particular work of art to send a particular message, we call it diction. So the correct answer here is diction. Question 2. A poem in praise of a person or thing is option A, ode, B, ballad, C, elegy, and D, lyric. An ode is a poem in praise of a person or a thing. Now, if among the options the term eulogy was mentioned, it would have been more confusing because eulogy is actually a praise poem, but this time expressing or about somebody's qualities. A ballad is a poem that tells an old story. An elegy is a poem for the dead, and lyric is a poem that is accompanied with the musical instrument lyre. So the correct option here is ode. The ode is a poem in praise of a person or thing, like John Keats' Ode on Melancholy, Ode to a Nightingale, and Ode to a Grecian Urn. Question 3. Imagery in a literary work creates suspense, accentuates humor, heightens the dramatic atmosphere, and appeals to the senses. Imagery, the only job of imagery is to appeal to the senses. That's why we have sight, sound, touch. There are 5. Sight, okay, smell, touch, which is the tactile, hearing, sound, and sight. I think I got them all mixed up, but imagery, what imagery does actually is just to appeal to the senses. Through the device called soliloquy, a play is made to end, the audience is made to laugh, the theme is highlighted, a character's motive is revealed. Now, soliloquy is a term used in drama. You find this term well explained in narrative techniques, in my videos. Soliloquy is a technique used to reveal the character's motives. Now, the character comes on stage and speaks to the audience, but not addressing the audience, but the character is just talking to himself, thinking aloud, so that you know what the character is thinking. Through soliloquy, you will actually understand the true nature of a character. So the option here, the correct option here is D, because the character's motive is revealed through soliloquy. Question 5, dash is a collection of works by different authors. The only answer here is, anthology, because anthology simply means collection of works by different authors. Trilogy, a play in 3 parts. Novella, a short story shorter than a novel. Novel is written in ordinary form. So anthology is a collection of different works. In drama, the purposeful use of gestures and actions is soliloquy, no, already explained. Eulogy is a praise poem. Aside is, now, don't get confused with aside and soliloquy. You'll find that well explained in my videos too. So what you need to do is to go to my channel, hit the subscribe button, and you see lots of videos on techniques or terms used in drama, okay? Now, the answer here is mime. Mime is the use of facial expressions and gestures to tell a story without words. So the use of gestures and expressions is mime. So the correct option here is mime. Question 7, the introductory remarks to a literary work is, now, don't get confused with option A and option B. Now, option B is prologue. The question here did not state the particular literary work, whether it's a drama or prose, so we're going to take it in the general form. The introductory remark to a literary work is a foreword. A prologue is a play before the play. So if the question had tilted towards drama, you would have said, okay, option B. So a foreword is an introductory remark to a literary work. A prologue is a play before the main play, okay? Just a short drama before the main act one, okay? Epilogue is a short drama after the play. Question 8, now this is a figure of speech question. Poisonous pleasures of wine. Synecdoche, no. Metonymy, no. Metaphor, no. Oxymoron, yes. Now, poisonous pleasures. Here, two opposite words are placed side by side, okay? Poisonous is something that can kill you. Pleasures is something that can make you happy. So you see that place the two opposite words side by side to create effects. Synecdoche, metonymy, and metaphor, you find these figures of speech explained in my videos, okay? So just go to the channel and hit the subscribe button, you find the videos there. The repetition of identical sounds at the end of the line in a poem is called rhyme, okay? A play that ends in a catastrophe, that means a sad end, is a tragedy. A question that does not require an answer is a rhetorical question. Words used in a particular way to achieve special effects and meanings can be defined as, now let me explain. Proverbs, not there. Pathetic fallacy, no. Fiction, no. Now let me explain why this is figurative language. Figure of speech is an expression that is used to create emotions, effects, and with a deeper meaning, okay? Proverbs sometimes look like figure of speech, but in the wide scheme, proverb was not emphasized. So the correct answer here is figurative language. The stars blinked and the wind wailed. Antithesis, no. Euphemism, no. Paradox, no. Now, here, this expression, the stars were given traits of human beings, also the wind. So the only figure of speech that gives human traits to objects is personification. So the correct option here is D. Question 14, a piece of writing on a tombstone is called an epitaph. An epigram is a short poem, looks like paradox, but written in verses. So the correct option here is epitaph. Fiction, now this one seems like a bonus. Fiction is an imaginative story, not true. Question 16, identify the odd item. Cast, stanza, cue, dialogue. Now three of the terms here are used in drama, while one of them is used in poetry, which is stanza. The correct option here is B. A pair of rhyming lines in poetry is known as, now a pair means two. A poem containing two lines is a couplet. So option A is correct. Option B, octave is a poem of 8 lines. Option C, quatrain is a poem of 4 lines. Option D, sestet is a poem of 6 lines. Question 18. Divisions within the acts of a play are called, now prose novels are divided into chapters, while dramas are divided, or plays are divided into acts and scenes. So scenes here is correct, not scenario, not episodes, scenes. If you pick up a drama text now, it's divided into acts and scenes, okay? Question 19, a piece of writing that celebrates the lives of simple country people is a, I also discussed this in my video, in one of my videos in the channel, pastoral or idyllic. Now, let me explain this. A poem that talks about the village life is pastoral or idyllic. Peaceful life, no traffic, no hustling, no robbery, nothing. Just the peaceful life is pastoral. And ode, explained. Elegy, explained. Ballad, poem that tells an old story. Okay, and the poem ballad can also be sung like the Ballad of King Arthur. The last question for this video. A characteristic of romantic poetry is the love of, now a romantic poem deals with love and nature. So the correct option here is option C. You see, these questions are pretty easy. If you know the terms used in literature, you will easily score 20 over 20 here before you move into part 2, which is the unseen and the unseen prose and poetry section. Now, I hope this helps. I'll keep attempting questions and explaining the answers to you in subsequent videos to help you prepare for the forthcoming exams. Thank you very much.